Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we are studying Sri Bhagavad Gita. Now we are in the second chapter. Just to give an overview for Tarun Prabhu, we are discussing and we are studying Sri Bhagavad Gita. Sri Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata written by Srila Vyasadeva. Srila Vyasadeva is none other than incarnation of Krishna, and this Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So you would have heard about Kurukshetra war and Kurukshetra Bhumi. There was a big Mahabharata war, right? We would have heard that. Even Mahabharata serial also, we all of us would have definitely have seen in our childhood. I still remember those days when we were in very small, and when I was small and in schools, we used to have Mahabharata series, right? In the serial in the TV channel. That time even there were no much cable channels also, only Doordarshan, and I think that was the only thing. so we were having that. So that Mahabharata took place 5,000 years. War took place 5,000 years ago. It was part of Krishna's Leela. Lord Krishna, he came to this world, to this material world 5,000 years before, as part of his pastime, and he's actually belonged to the spiritual world. He has his own world that is called a spiritual world, and he came here just 5,000 years before, just to perform some pastimes, some leelas, and to teach all of us Sri Bhagavad Gita, and also to make us attracted to him, because he wanted to tell us that the purpose of our human life is not just being here in this world. We all have to get out of this world and go to the spiritual world. So there are two things: one is spiritual world and one is material world. The world where we are in now is called as material world. Again, this material world is very big. It's not as we think, not just this world or this planet Earth. This is only a small, like a mustard seed in the entire creation of Krishna. So there are billions of universes in this material world. If we talk about material world, then there are billions of universes. We can't even count that. And in each and every universe, there are billions of planets, and the Earth planet where we are sitting is one of the smallest planet in the entire universe which we are sitting. Similarly, like this universe, there are millions or billions of universes. So we can't imagine the vastness of this material world. So what we are talking about is now the spiritual world. We talked about material world. Spiritual world is beyond all these material universes. Whatever billions of universes what we are talking about, spiritual world is beyond that. And actually Krishna is residing there, but he comes here sometimes to reclaim all of us. Reclaiming means what? Reclaiming means he is actually reminding us, actually we don't belong to here. Like all of us are working in Abu Dhabi, most of us, or in UAE. So we are actually from India, right? We came here for job. So this is the United Arab Emirates is not our permanent residence. No, we have to go back to India one time. After we retire or whenever we have to go, we'll have to go. We'll have to leave this country for sure. We can't be here for ever, right? So similarly, so why? Because we are here for a temporary purpose. Similarly, all of us are here in this world, in this material world. Temporarily we are here, but since billions and billions of years we are here. So it looks like we are permanent here. but actually we are not. So actually we belong to the spiritual world. We are part and parcel, or we are amsha of Krishna. So we actually has to be or have to be in the spiritual world. So Krishna comes here in this material world to remind us this, to remind us the same principle that oh, oh jivas like all of us, we don't belong to here. Please do something, and please do the required things as per the scriptures, as per the Vedas, as per the Puranas. You do what I say, and then you come to me, come to my abode, that is spiritual world. So for that he comes. So when he comes, reclaiming is the first purpose, and also he wanted his, and so many devotees are also waiting for Krishna to come. So to make them happy also, that is one of the reason Krishna comes. So there are multiple reasons why Krishna is coming as an incarnation or avatar. We call avatar. In Hindi and also in Sanskrit also we say avatar. Avatar means somebody who is descending from the spiritual world. So Krishna is not an avatar. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He comes, when he comes down, whoever is coming down is called as avatar, from the spiritual world. So Krishna comes here, takes an avatar and come here, and he comes because of all these reasons. So first reason we can say that to reclaim all of us. Second is that we can say that to make the devotees happy because so many are waiting for him. And also we can say that paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkridam, like vinashaya chadushkridam means to annihilate all the miscreants, all the asuras or asuric people. Because Krishna wanted all of us to, how long we are living here, till we live here, Krishna wanted all of us to be peaceful. And also to practice bhakti so that we will become eligible to go back to spiritual world. So for that, there should be a proper atmosphere here, right? If the atmosphere is not proper, then we cannot practice devotion. We cannot practice devotional service or bhakti. Because bhakti is the means, or devotional service is the means to go back to the spiritual world. So for performing that, being here in this material world is very difficult. So, because why? There are so many reasons there. Because many people are not inclined to do this bhakti. Many people are, going against the scriptures. Nobody is concerned about what is written in the Vedas and what are the rules and regulations we have to follow in our life as per the scriptures, as per the Vedic scriptures. Nobody is interested in Vedic scriptures at all. So to remind all of us, to make us, perfect, Krishna is coming. And so during that journey, what he does is that he is annihilating or destroying all the evil-minded, people also. So why? Because those evil-minded people are creating disturbances for the others. Not only that, if Krishna comes and, if he is destroying somebody and that person directly is getting liberation. So that is another speciality of Krishna, because whatever Krishna does, that is good for everybody. So even if he is killing a demon, if he is killing somebody, some asuras, actually that asura is getting benefited. Actually people in this world are getting benefited because we are, we might be facing so many problems from that asura. That so all the people are happy, and asura also, even though he is dying from the hand of Krishna, he is actually getting liberation. So whatever Krishna does, it will be like good only. There is no bad effects for anything what Krishna does. So when he comes, he helps the devotees, he helps all the people, and he annihilate all these miscreants. So this Kurukshetra war was something in connection to that, because there were so many asuric people like Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra and all of them. They were all asuric, and practically they were, Pandavas like Arjuna and brothers, Yudhishthira and brothers, they were virtuous, they were good, they were devotees. And Kauravas on the other side, all of them are relatives, but there are family problems. one good party and one bad party. Kauravas wanted everything. They don't want to give even a single pinch of land to the Pandavas, which is not correct, because they are also eligible to get that. They were not ready to give, because this family, the Kuru family, was actually the rulers of the entire world during that time. So Duryodhana wanted to have the entire power with him to rule the world, the entire world. We are not talking about India, by the way. We are not talking about Bharat Bhumi. We are talking about India, the world where we are sitting. Because during that time, it was under the jurisdiction of Maharaj Yudhishthira when he was ruling. So Hastinapur, the present day Delhi, was the capital actually for the world. We are talking about this is not concocted thing, by the way. This is from the scriptures directly. So for that Krishna came, and he wanted to have Pandavas, the good people should rule the world, right? Not somebody who is jealous, somebody who is envious, somebody who is not good, somebody who is having that bad qualities. If the leader is like that, what will be the condition situation of the citizens? It will be bad. So Krishna did not want Duryodhana to rule the entire world and completely destroy the population. In the sense, everybody will be following Duryodhana's principles. Duryodhana, if the leader is not good, what will happen? Everybody who is following will be also bad. So Krishna wanted to have Yudhishthira in the place of emperor to rule the world. So for that, Krishna helped them in the war, in the Kurukshetra war. So during that time, the context is that the war is going to happen, and Krishna tried not to get into the war also. Krishna did not want war to happen also, in one sense. He tried, he requested Duryodhana. Many times he went and requested Duryodhana that why you are so much obstinate, why you are so much stubborn. You give some portion of the land to these Pandavas. Krishna said, you don't have to give the entire world to them. I am not talking about even half of the world. I am talking about only 5 villages, just 5 villages. You give to them for these 5 brothers. That's all. Rest you take, no problem. Duryodhana said, I will not give even a place where a needle can be put. That means nothing. I can't give anything. Let them go to anywhere, forest or wherever. I will not give them anything. Krishna said, they are your brothers, cousins. You are all relatives. You can't say like that. They are also eligible. Your father, Dhritarashtra, is the brother of Pandava's father, Pandu. Both of them are brothers. And they are also, eligible to get this. Why you are obstinate? Duryodhana said, Krishna, please don't come in between this, and I am not ready to hear all this. So not only Duryodhana, the entire brothers of Duryodhana were in the same line, including the Dhritarashtra, who is the father of all this Duryodhana and Dushasana and all of these brothers, evil-minded brothers. All of them did not want to give anything to the Pandavas. Krishna tried his best. No, nothing happened. Then finally what happened? This war had to take place, because to re-establish dharma is the duty of the Supreme Lord, of the Lord, and also the king, the greatest king. So dharma has to be maintained by the king. So sometimes what happens, the king or if there are more Asuric kings or rulers comes, then the dharma will not be properly functioning. So for that, sometimes Krishna will have to come and help to re-establish the dharma and then hand over to the right people. This is what he does. So now he came, he wanted to re-establish the dharma, because dharma was completely gone because of these Asuric people. So he wanted to re-establish and give the baton to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this is the context of Mahabharata war. And during the war, and Krishna has decided, I will not fight. I can be with either with Duryodhana party or with Pandavas party. Krishna gave this option to both of them. And Duryodhana was the person to select that option first. So he said two things. Krishna said, either I will give you all my senas, all my senas, because Krishna was the king of Dwaraka, and he had millions of soldiers. He had millions of manpower for the soldiers, horses, elephants, everything he had. Krishna said, I will give my Sena completely. And his Sena is called as Narayani Sena. He said, I will give my Narayani Sena. That is one option. Second option is that I will not fight. Anyway, I am not going to fight. I will be just with somebody. I mean, either you want me to be just with you, but I will not fight. I can be with you. That's all. Or you want Sena. So these are the two options. And Duryodhana got the chance to select this. So Duryodhana was very happy. He selected the Sena. He said, I don't want you, Krishna, because you are not going to fight. Why I need you? You are not going to fight anyway. I don't want you. But I need your Sena. Krishna said, okay, Tatastu, you take it. And Krishna gave the entire Sena to Duryodhana. And Arjuna was very happy. So Duryodhana was happy to get the Sena. Arjuna at the same time was praying actually, because both of them are standing, but Duryodhana got the chance first to select, and Arjuna was waiting. Arjuna was praying. Arjuna was thinking that I don't want any Sena or anything. I want only Krishna, nothing else. Even if he is not going to fight, no problem. Let him be with me just like that. That's all. That will be my success. So Arjuna. Then Duryodhana took the Sena, and Krishna said, I will be with Arjuna. I will be with the Pandavas, but I will not fight. So I can become the chariot driver, that's all. But so we have to understand the Supreme Lord is taking and took the side of Pandavas because of that. But Duryodhana had the option to select Krishna. He did not take it. Why? Because he was an evil-minded person. But Pandavas were very good devotees. Because of them, Krishna Krishna was with them. And because of the presence of Krishna, they are going to win the battle also. Of course, because wherever there is Krishna, there is going to be victory. Wherever there is going to be Krishna, and wherever there are virtuous devotees like Pandavas, there is going to be victory. For sure. Duryodhana did not know this. In fact, yeah. So this is the context, and so war has been declared, and Krishna and Arjuna is in the battlefield. All of them are in the battlefield. Krishna is driving the chariot. Just imagine the Supreme Lord is taking the chariot driver's position. What will be the Supreme Lord? He is taking the position of a driver, which is the low profile job, not A class job, right? That's the mercy. That's the mercy of Krishna. Yes, and then what is happening that Arjuna requesting Krishna to take me to the middle of the army. Let me see who all are assembled here. Let me just see the opposite party also. So seeing all the people who are assembled, Arjuna got bewildered. Arjuna got confused. Arjuna said, I cannot fight. I can't fight the battle because this is too much. So many are standing here. All of them are my relatives. How can I fight to my relatives? I can't do anything. I can't kill them. Krishna then teaching or advising Arjuna not to think about anything else now. Now your duty. Now you have to do your duty. You are a Kshatriya. Kshatriya means you have to protect the dharma. So for protecting the dharma, you will have to sometimes kill the miscreants. Like our government, if somebody is doing wrong things, if somebody is doing rape, somebody is killing somebody, they will be sentenced to death. Isn't it? There is a rule in our countries. For the criminals, there is a punishment. So this is like a punishment. Krishna said, You have to protect the dharma. So for that you will have to kill the criminals or bad people. So what is wrong in that? You are not going to get any sin for that. Don't worry, Arjuna. I am there with you. Because ultimately Krishna is there. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Is that there is no sin for you, but why you are not fighting? You have to do your duty. Arjuna said, no, I can't do this because all of these people are my relatives. How can I? My hands are shivering. I can't take my bow and arrow. I can't do anything. Let me go. Let me retire from this and let me go to the forest. Arjuna said, and let me do some meditation and sit in the forest. Krishna said no. Krishna was not happy with that. And then he started speaking Bhagavad Gita. So that is the context. Krishna is inspiring Arjuna to fight in the battlefield and establish the dharma. Yeah, so that is the context. And now we are in the second chapter. So first chapter was completely Arjuna's confusion and Arjuna's observation of the army. And now in the second chapter, Krishna did not speak anything in the first chapter. He was listening to Arjuna completely. And now he is going to speak. In the second chapter, Krishna started speaking. Krishna asked Arjuna, how you got all these, bad thoughts? You are a Kshatriya. You have to do your duty. And you are trying to escape. You are trying to run away from this. What is this? From where you got all these, bad conceptions? So he is starting with that. He's starting with that, and Arjuna said, Krishna, I don't understand. You are saying, I think you are saying, of course you are saying the right thing, but somehow I'm not able to, accept it. I don't know. I'm not able to take a decision. So please help me, Krishna. I'm completely confused. That is the last verse we discussed in the last class. In the second chapter, seventh verse, where Arjuna is saying that, Krishna, I am considering you now as my guru. Please instruct me. Please tell me what is good for me. What should I do? I am completely confused. I don't know what to do. So likewise, Arjuna is submitting everything, surrendering to Krishna and asking his help. So now Krishna is going to speak. Until that, Krishna has not spoken Krishna has not given any advice yet. Krishna will start to give advices now. Because Arjuna was not ready to take the advice before. He was speaking about so many things. That I can't fight, I can't do this, how can I fight? So many justifications. So this is an important point for all of us also, a lesson for us also. To learn something spiritual or in anything, we should be ready to accept it first. If you are not ready to accept, I know everything. Bhagavad Gita, that I know. I have heard. I have my book, I have Bhagavad Gita book in my home, back India. Some people may say like that. From my grandfather it is there. It is still there in the cupboard. What is the purpose of having the Bhagavad Gita just in the cupboard? You have to open it and read and understand it and follow in our life. Whatever principles, Bhagavad Gita is saying. So like that, so very important that we have to be ready to accept it. So now Arjuna has geared up. He said, I don't know anything. Krishna, whatever you say, I am ready to accept it. Like that, he surrendered. So this is a principle for all of us. We have to also take the help of Krishna in each and every circumstances, in each and every step we take in our life. Very important. Krishna is there he is ready to help us. He is the Supreme Lord. He knows everything. He knows our past. He knows our present. He knows our future. He knows in and out of everything. Everything. And by the way, we are in this world not for the first time. We have been in this world since many, many billions of years. As we discussed before. But we have human body now. We had plant body, we had tree body, we had animal body, we were elephants, we were, cockroaches, we were mosquitoes. We had taken all the forms. But somehow we got by Krishna's blessings, we got the human body now. Maybe human body also we would have got before also, but we did not utilize it properly. Now, by Krishna's blessings, mercy, we are all sitting here to study Bhagavad Gita, to understand what is the purpose of life. Why I got this body? What is the purpose of this, life? Or what is the purpose of human body or human life? What is the difference between animals and us? When we were animals, we were not knowing that, because we did not have that our intellectual, or we can say our intelligence is not very sharp when we were in the animal body. But human body, human form has got that speciality of having advanced intelligence, or advanced intelligence, we can say. So that is only for human beings, not for the animals. They don't know anything. They are just eating, they are just sleeping, they are doing some sex, that's all. Or they are doing some fighting also. That is the only thing they know, nothing else. They are not going to come and sit in the Bhagavad Gita class. But human beings are not like that. So we are also eating, we are also mating, we are also sleeping, we are also fighting with others. So animals' activities and our activities are almost same. But only one difference is that is dharma. To perform dharma or to perform bhakti is the only speciality given for human beings. So if we do not, the scripture says, Mahabharata itself says, this verse is from, what I am speaking is from Mahabharata directly. That, the meaning, I am just quoting the meaning only, not the verse. Ahara nidra bhayam maitunam cha samanyam etat pashubi naranam dharmohi tesham atigo vishesho dharmena hina pashubi samana. The verse says that there are 4 activities for animals and human beings, in common. One is eating, common activity. We are also eating, they are also eating. We are eating in a nice plate, maybe on a dining table, decorated dining table with candle light or whatever. They are eating in the street. But eating process is same, no difference. Second is sleeping. They are sleeping in the street, maybe dogs or cats, they will sleep in the street. And we are sleeping in the very nice mattress inside the home. But the activity is same. They are also sleeping, we are also sleeping. Similarly, mating is happening. So male and female sex life or mating, marriages are happening in the human life, human form. And for animals also doing the same activity. They are doing in the streets. They don't care for anything, right? Or anybody. But activity is same, the places are different, that's all. Similarly, fighting is happening. We are also fighting with words. We are also fighting. There are fight between 2 countries. There are fight between, fight within the families. There is fight between us and our mind also. So many things are there, right? So fighting is there for animals also. Because animals, you would have seen, especially the dogs and cats and all, if some new cats or dogs are coming to their territory, they will fight. They will say, this is my place. How dare you to come here? So likewise, they are also fighting. So all these 4 activities are common. Fighting in the sense, basically defense. They are trying to defend. We are also trying to defend us. Somebody is attacking, we will defend. Either by words or by physically, right? Similarly, animals also try to defend themselves. So this defense also is a 4th activity which is common for animals and animals and human beings. And the verse says that dharmohi tesham adigo vishesho, but the speciality is that to perform dharma, or to perform dharma means, what is the meaning of dharma? Dharma means what we are supposed to do, that is called as dharma. For example, the dharma of salt is to give saltiness. Dharma of salt is not to give sweetness. That is not the dharma of salt. Dharma of sugar is to give sweetness. That is the dharma of sugar. Right? So similarly, everything has its own dharma, or we can say constitutional or natural tendency. Everything has its natural tendency. So for human beings, the natural tendency or natural constitutional position, or the occupational duty is called as dharma. So what is dharma for human beings is our constitutional occupational duty is to perform bhakti or to worship Krishna or the Vishnu or Supreme Lord. This is our dharma. And why? Because we are parts of Krishna. We are amsha of the Supreme Lord. So as an amsha, it's our duty to worship the whole. So that is our dharma. So that verse says, if getting a human body, after getting a human body, if we are not doing the dharma of devotional service or bhakti, then there is no difference between the human beings and the animals. That is the point. So if you are not ready to do the dharma of devotional service or bhakti, what we are trying to do through this satsanga and through Bhagavad Gita, the message, everything is to perform bhakti or to perform our natural, occupational, constitutional duty. If we do not do that, we will be just like animals, no doubt. That is the verse says. Okay, so it's very important now. So Arjuna's situation is like that. He is completely confused and he wanted to get the correct information, knowledge from Krishna, so that Arjuna can do his duty properly. So let us continue from the verse number 8. Okay, this is Bhagavad Gita verse, chapter number 2. One second. Chapter number 2, verse number 8. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. So in the 7th verse we have seen Karpanya dosha pahata swabhava prachami tvam dharma samudha chetaha yashrayasyan nishchidam bruhitan me shishyasteham shadi mam tvam prapannam, wherein Arjuna is completely surrendering to Krishna and saying that, Krishna, I don't know what to do, please help me. You please help me and let me know, tell me what I should do. I am completely confused. So Krishna, then he is continuing, Arjuna is continuing, Krishna is not yet started speaking. Arjuna is continuing by saying that nahi nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yachokam uchsoshnamindriyanam avapya bhumo asapatnam ruddam rajyam suranam abhichadipatyam. Yes. So anybody can recite. Here there is Sanskrit or Hindi and also English. Yeah, whichever is comfortable you can have. Nahi prapashyami mama panyudyat.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Nahi prapashyami mama panudyad yachogamuchoshanamindriyanam avapya bhumam asapatnamriddham rajyam suranam abhichadipatyam.
Thank you. Anybody else? One more devotee.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Nahi pravashyami mamavanudyadyachogam avapya bhuma vasapatnamriddham rajyam suranam abhichadipatyam. Hare Krishna.
Yes, somebody can read the translation.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So in the previous verse, Arjuna said that I don't know what to do, please help me. I'm completely surrendering to you. So he's continuing by saying that I can find no means to drive away my grief. So completely, Arjuna is saying that my senses are completely dried up. I don't know what to do. I'm having this grief, and I don't know how to drive away this grief. I will not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. So what Arjuna is saying, that even if I win the battle, I will not be happy. I will still have the grief, because I will have to kill all these people, right? Then by killing all of these people, then how can I be peaceful? I will be always grief. I will be having grief always. And even if I win, even if I get the whole entire world to rule, see, unrivaled kingdom on earth. See, this is the point I was mentioning. This is not talking about India. It is, this war is a kind of world war, we can say. Not the world war what we are seeing in this world now. So it is said that more than 60 crores of soldiers were in the battlefield. 60 crores in this battlefield of Kurukshetra. It was not an ordinary, war. So Arjuna is saying that I may get the kingdom earth to rule. I may get earth, the planet, full earth to rule. But I will not be happy, because still I will be grief. So he is saying that again, he is saying that I don't know what to do, please help me, like that. So Srila Prabhupada, our Acharya, says in the purport, so Srila Prabhupada ki jai, the Prabhupada says in the purport, although Arjuna was putting forward so many arguments based on knowledge of the principles of religion and moral codes, it appears that he was unable to solve his real problem without the help of the spiritual master, Lord Sri Krishna. He could understand that his so-called knowledge was useless in driving away his problems, which were drying up his whole existence, and it was impossible for him to solve such perplexities without the help of a spiritual master like Lord Sri Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada, our Acharya, says, he says that Arjuna had all the qualities. He was a knowledgeable person. Arjuna was not an ordinary person. He was a scholar. He had all the knowledge. He had the knowledge of the principles of religion, moral codes, everything. But still, Arjuna was not able to solve the problem he was going through. He was not able to take the decision, even though he is aware about the principles, all the dharma of religion, and he is aware that I am a Kshatriya, I have to, it's my duty to take care of or establish the dharma. Everything he knows, but he is not able to solve the problem now. He is completely confused. And Prabhupada says that without the help of spiritual master or Krishna, we can't, Arjuna is not getting a solution. So it is a lesson for all of us also. So Krishna or Krishna's representatives, they are spiritual masters, the gurus of this world, the authentic gurus of this world, or who are actually representatives of Krishna. So without their help, actually we can't solve any real problem like this. So we need to get their help, assistance. So here in this context, Arjuna is completely confused. He is considering Krishna to be the spiritual master. Of course, Krishna is actually the Supreme Lord, and he is acting like a spiritual master now in this context. So Arjuna is taking the help of him, because he even though he knows everything, he is not able to do or take a decision. So Arjuna is taking the help. Academic knowledge, scholarship, Srila Prabhupada further says, academic knowledge, scholarship, high position, etc. are all useless in solving the problems of life. Help can be given only by the spiritual master like Krishna. Therefore, the conclusion is that a spiritual master who is 100% Krishna conscious is the bona fide spiritual master. The conclusion is that a spiritual master who is 100% Krishna conscious is the bona fide spiritual master, for he can solve the problems of life. Okay. Lord Chaitanya said that one who is master in the science of Krishna consciousness regardless of his society, social position, is the real spiritual master. By the way, Srila Prabhupada here says one thing that having the knowledge, having the scholarship, if we have PhD, doctorate, postdoctorate, or we are the CEO of Emirates Steel or CEO of Taka or CEO of Google or Microsoft, what is the point? That is not going to solve the problems of the life. What are the real problems of life? Anybody can say what are the problems of life?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Raghavendra Prabhu.
Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi.
Yeah, birth, death, old age, disease. Nobody can do anything. We have to go through this, right? These are the real problems. We will have to die for sure, and we will be getting old age, and also Janma Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, diseases. We can't escape from diseases also. And birth also is a big, it's a big, actually misery only. We don't know, we celebrate birthdays, but how that process is very, the child is in the womb of the mother for 9 months is a big trauma for the child actually. It's not a proper place to sit, a very difficult place. Anyway, we are not going to details. There is a description given about that in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's actually a misery. That is why child is crying when he comes out. He was going through that misery for 9 months. Why? Because whatever mother is eating any spicy, that is being affecting, because their skin is not properly grown, and the place where he or she the infant is there, it's not a proper AC or AC not clean place. So many things are there, so many bacteria, so many things are there. Sometimes these bacteria are also, it is said in the scriptures, by the way. Bhagavatam also, even the science or doctors also will say the same thing. That acidic environment, by the way. Secondly, there are so many bacteria and all these things will be biting. It's not a proper place. It's not a proper place. So 9 months, the baby has to be there. So it's actually a misery. So we can't stop that, right? We can't stop that also. So these miseries can be, as Prabhuji rightly said, these are the miseries. So how to get out of these miseries? How to not take birth in this world again? How to escape of, how to get rid of these diseases? How to get rid of this old age? How to get rid of this, death? What is the process, Prabhu?
Prabhuji, we must surrender to Krishna and we should acquire the right knowledge through our spiritual master.
And
like
then
it is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita 4.3, Tatviti Paripratena Paripashnena Shevaya, Updeshyanti Te Jnanam Jnanina Tattvadarshina. So we should surrender to our spiritual master, which is coming through disciplic succession, and then through the right knowledge, we must surrender to Krishna, so we can avoid these all 4 miseries.
Yeah, basically surrendering to Krishna means we have to perform devotional service. We have to practice bhakti, right? That's the ultimate thing. So we are learning that process, how to perform this devotional service properly is we are learning from the spiritual master. The spiritual master is guiding us what you have to do. So according to his instruction, we will follow, and we will follow. What we are doing is only devotional service, and that will take us to, or that will help us to get out of this material world. Once we are out of this world, all these 4 problems are not going to affect us. We are going to get a spiritual body, which is a permanent body, which will not be destroyed. There is no death, there is no old age for the spiritual body, by the way. There is no diseases also. So there is no birth also. Again, birth and going to different mother's womb and taking birth, that is also not there. Once we are getting a spiritual body, that is a permanent body forever. So all these 4 problems will be mitigated, as Prabhu rightly said, by taking the shelter of spiritual master, by surrendering to Krishna, by performing devotional service, by following what Krishna is saying. in the Bhagavad Gita or in the scriptures. Yeah, and additionally there are three more miseries. After, I mean, we can say these four main Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi are the main miseries. There are three more miseries while we are in this world. What are those miseries?
प्रभु आध्यात्मिक, आदि दैविक, आदि भौतिक.
Yes. Can you explain what are these?
Prabhu, Adhyatmic miseries like generated by ourselves, like our mind. When our mind is bewildered,
Yeah.
we are thinking wrong. We are thinking wrong. Means we are having the wrong thoughts. We are doing the wrong things. And Adi Bhautik is given by someone else, like some animals or some enemy, neighbor, wife, husband, friend, whatever. And Adi Bhautik, Prabhuji,
Adi Daivik.
Adi Bhautik, natural calamities like tsunami and tsunami, earthquake, and all, Prabhu.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Prabhu. So these are the additional three. So four miseries we already said. So we can't escape from these four things what we already discussed. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. We can't escape. Additionally, there are three more supplementary supplementary miseries. That is what Prabhuji rightly said, that Adhyatmic Klesh. Adhyatmic Klesh means miseries caused by the mind and the body. There are so many miseries. Our mind and body is giving so many miseries like tension, stress, or diseases. All these are miseries caused by the mind and the body. So that is one thing. Second is that, as Prabhu said, the Adi Bhautik means miseries caused by the other living entities. Like it could be animals, it could be snake, it could be tiger, it could be even a small mosquito. It is giving a misery by biting. What to speak of mosquito or animals? Even the people fighting. Fighting is again Adi Bhautik Klesh. Fighting between the people. So many. So we are getting miseries from the other living entities. Second. Third is the Adi Daivika. Adi Daivika is not in our hand. It is the demigods, the devatas who are managing this world or the entire material world. Managing. They are only the managers. Krishna is the supreme manager. Krishna is the CEO. All these devatas are the managers, or we can say directors of this entire cosmic management. So devatas are, there are devatas who takes care of rain department, water department, air department, like that. So natural calamities will come if we are not following the Vedic principles properly. So very important. So if we are not following the Vedic principles, natural calamities will come. It's natural. So that also we can't escape from that. Why earthquakes are happening? Why tsunami is coming? Or why people are having, in some places of the world there is no water, completely drought, and no food, no water. Why all these things are happening? Because the nature is, giving us a reaction. Because we are not following the principles properly, so the reactions are going to come. So these are natural calamities we can't escape. So all the 3 and 4, the total 7 miseries, we can't escape unless we practice devotional service or Krishna consciousness under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master and surrendering to Krishna and perform the devotional service. Without that, we cannot escape from all these problems. Please let us understand this. And these are the problems of our life. We cannot solve it without taking bhakti, without taking Krishna consciousness in our life. No other way. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that one who is the master in the science of Krishna consciousness, he is the real spiritual master. That means Mahaprabhu says, Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi Shudra Ke Nanai Yei Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Hai. So Mahaprabhu says, this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 8.1.2, 8.8. It does not matter whether a person is a Vipra, learned scholar in Vedic wisdom, or born in a lower family, or is a renounced order of life. Means if he is a master in the science of Krishna, he is a perfect and bona fide spiritual master. So Mahaprabhu is saying about the eligibility of becoming a spiritual master. Who can become a guru, a proper guru, bona fide guru? Bona fide means the authentic guru. Who can become? It can be Vipra, it can be a Brahmana or learned scholar, or it can be a sannyasi, it can be Shudra also. Shudra means lower class. Anybody can become guru if he is well versed, or he is a master in Krishna Tattva Veda. If he is a master in the science of Krishna, means if he is a pure devotee, he is aware about the scriptures, he is following the scriptures, and also he is a devotee, a pure devotee, then he can become a perfect bona fide spiritual master. So the birthright is not the qualification for becoming a spiritual master or anybody. Birthright doesn't matter. He can be even a Shudra. He can be Brahmana also. He can be Kshatriya. No problem. The point is that he should be master in the science of Krishna. So, without being a master in the science of Krishna consciousness, no one is bona fide spiritual master. So, without knowing the science of Krishna consciousness, or he should be a master means he should be properly, he should be a staunch or serious devotee. Then only he can be qualified to become a spiritual master. Further says from the Vedic literatures, Padma Purana, Satkarma Nipuno Vipro Mantra Tantra Visharada Avaishnavo Guru Nasyat Vaishnava Shva Pacho Guruhu. A scholarly Brahmana, expert in the subjects of Vedic knowledge, is unfit to become a spiritual master without being a Vaishnava or expert in the science of Krishna consciousness. But a person born in the family of a lower caste can become a spiritual master if he is a Vaishnava or Krishna conscious. See? So even Swapacha means in the lowest class, like Chandala category, like lower caste, they eat the meat of dog eaters. So they are considered to be the lowest class. They can also become spiritual master if he is a devotee, if he is a Vaishnava, if he is a master in Krishna consciousness, if he is an expert in the science of Krishna consciousness. So the birth is not the factor to determine one to become a spiritual master. Further it says, the problems of material existence, what we discussed now before, birth, old age, disease and death, these four miseries cannot be counteracted by the accumulation of wealth and economic development. Very important, dear devotees. We mentioned already this. Having a lot of money, having a lot of wealth, becoming the CEO of the biggest company in the world, these problems cannot be solved. We should always remember this. In many parts of the world, there are states which are replete with all facilities of life, which are full of wealth and economically developed, yet the problems of material existence are still present. So Prabhupada says there are so many countries like US, United States, all the facilities they have, well developed, highly technologically advanced country, but these problems are still there in that world. They are seeking peace in different ways, but they can achieve real happiness only if they consult Krishna or the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which constitute the science of Krishna through the bona fide representative of Krishna, the man in Krishna consciousness. So the point is that Prabhupada says that the real happiness, if we want, then the only solution is to take the consultation or study Bhagavad Gita, study Bhagavatam, and understand what is being said in that, follow that in our life, and become devotees under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master or representative of Krishna. Then we can make our life perfect. That is the only, and then our life will be happy. Otherwise, we will have to go through all these problems. If economic development and material comforts could drive away one's lamentation for family, social, national, or international inabilities, then Arjuna would not have said that even an unrivaled kingdom on earth or supremacy like that of the demigods in the heavenly planets would be unable to drive away his lamentations. So Prabhupada says that economic development was the case, then Arjuna would not be lamenting like this. He sought therefore refuge in the Krishna consciousness, and that is the right path for peace and harmony. So economic development or supremacy over the world can be finished at any moment by the cataclysms, cataclysms of material nature. Prabhupada's beautiful vocabulary. Even elevation to the higher planetary situation, as men are now seeking on the moon planet, can also be finished at one stroke. This is the point, dear devotees. Everything can be destroyed in one moment. We don't know tomorrow or in the next moment we are going to die. We don't know. Everything can be collapsed at one moment. So we don't have time. So that is why we have to take Krishna consciousness. We have to take this process of bhakti in our life. Even elevation to higher planets can be finished in one stroke. So Bhagavad Gita confirms this. Shine Punye Marti Loga Mishandi. When the results of pious activities are finished, one falls down again from the peak of happiness to the lowest status of life. The point is that Shine Punye Marti Loga Mishandi means even if we go to the heavenly planets like Indra Loga, Chandra Loga, all these lokas are higher planetary systems, but still they are in the material world. Even if we go to that places, those higher planetary system, we will be enjoying a lot. We will be having so much of sense enjoyment, but that is going to finish after some time. That is not permanent. Shine Punye means that punya, that pious credit, if we are draining out, no, it's like going to the higher planetary system with credit card. Now, for example, if we have a credit card of 100,000 dirhams, and we are going to United States or any country and we are spending a lot of money with the credit card. After some time, what happens? Credit card will be completely, all the money will be gone, and we will have to come back again, right? Similarly, come back to the work. We have to work again and get money again. Similarly, getting all these pious credits, we may go to the spiritual, not spiritual, we may go to the higher planetary systems or any demigod planets. But after the credit, we will have to come down. We have to come down to the Marti Logam Vishandi. Marti Logam means the Karma Bhumi, where we are now. This is the place of Karma Bhumi, where we have to perform some activities and we will get the karma. So all the credit, debit facilities are only possible in this Marti Loga. So once the credit is over, we will have to come back. So so Prabhupada says that many politicians of the world have fallen down in that way. So such downfalls only constitute more cause of lamentation. So what is the point going there and coming back? We have to have a proper permanent solution for all this, right? So therefore, Prabhupada says, if we want to curb lamentation for good, then we have to take shelter of Krishna. So this is the conclusion. Prabhupada says that if we want to get away from all these problems of life, then we have to take shelter of Krishna, as Arjuna is seeking to do. Arjuna is seeking to do that, so we have to follow. We have to follow Arjuna. What Arjuna is doing, similarly we have to follow, taking shelter of Krishna. So Arjuna asks Krishna to solve the problems, definitely, and that is the way of Krishna consciousness. So Arjuna is asking Krishna, please help me to solve the problems of life. And Krishna is going to give instructions to solve the problems, and that instructions are instructions to all of us. So we are also facing through a lot of problems. Dear devotees, Arjuna is in the battlefield. We are also in the battlefield. Every day we are having battle with so many things. So many problems we are facing, so many things we are facing. We are actually in the battlefield. So there is only one way, one solution to get out of this is only taking Krishna consciousness. Nothing else is going to help us. Nothing. Nothing is going to help us. Only Krishna can help us. Only Krishna's Devotees can help us, nobody else. So that's the instruction again, to take up bhakti seriously in our life and get out of this world one day. So let us all practice that, let us all strive for it, pray for it, and do for it, and do our best for it. Okay, so with that we will conclude here. By Krishna's mercy, we will continue in the next class. So thank you, dear devotees. श्री भगवद गीता की जय, जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, शिला गुरुदेव की जय, शचिनंदन श्री गौर हरि की जय, श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम निताय गौर हरि बोल. थैंक यू.